Welcome to the 5 on 5. Tonight I'm joined by Dave Siddon. He's the Executive Director over at Wildlife Images Rehabilitation and Education Center. Dave, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Well, glad to be here.
Okay, so Wildlife Images, for people who might not be absolutely familiar with it, what is the mission of Wildlife Images? What do you guys do?
Well, our mission is to involve, educate, and inspire. And in the process, we are a Wildlife Rehabilitation and Education Center. So basically, North American animals that are injured or orphaned and need our help, brought out to us. We nurture them, get them back on the road to recovery, hopefully, and release them back out into the wild. And in the course of a normal year, we'll probably treat and release about 1,000 animals.
Wow, what a fulfilling job you've got.
It is. It's pretty neat.
It's pretty awesome. And, you know, you have been in the Rogue Valley for quite a while now, right?
I think it's started as a nonprofit in 1981, so we've been there over 30 years and getting better and better at what we do. And we're now one of the largest tourist attractions in our county. So it's one of those things like Field of Dreams. You build it and they will come.
And we're talking Josephine County, Grants Pass, right?
We are. We're about 7 or 8 miles north of Grants Pass. As you were to go out through Merlin, out towards the river, that's Wildlife Images out in that direction.
Wow, exciting. And I hear that you have a partnership with a lab over in Ashland. Explain what that's all about.
Well, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Forensics Laboratory, which is located in Ashland, is the only laboratory of its type in the world. And basically, they are detectives that sort of take casework for wildlife crimes and connect the victim, the perpetrator, and the crime scene together. And basically, it can make a case for locating the poachers or smugglers or people trafficking in wildlife or doing bad things with wildlife. So they investigate all these crimes, put them together there. And so it's an amazing facility. The best scientists in the world are here in Ashland.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll be right back with much more with Dave. Stay with us. Welcome back again. I'm joined by Dave Siddon. He's the Executive Director over at Wildlife Images Rehabilitation and Education Center that's located in Grants Pass. And we were just talking about this new partnership that you have with a lab, a forensic lab down in Ashland. They work on animal-related crimes, right?
Right. All North American wildlife that's protected by law, the evidence of a crime is processed there so that it represents all of the United States and 170 some countries worldwide. The evidence is processed here. So it's an amazing facility. But because of what they do, the chain of evidence and custody and privacy matters, this facility is not open to the public. But they do some amazing work. Well, we're going to be kind of a satellite for the lab. We'll allow people to come to our facility and take a virtual tour of the lab. We're going to tie it in with our educational programs at Wildlife Images. We're doing Camp EEK right now, which is Environmental Education in Kids. And so our Camp EEK kids will have access to a lot of how the lab processes crime and a lot of the really fascinating things to go on to help be better stewards of the environment as they grow up. So it's going to be a chance for them to rub elbows with some of the best scientists in the world. And it's a wonderful and amazing opportunity.
Wow, and so this relationship is really important, right? Because you rehabilitate these animals that basically crimes were committed against them sometimes. At
times there are, yes. Okay. And so a lot of that is, you know, we do our best to heal these guys and release them into the wild, but there's some that can never be repaired, and they'll be a permanent ambassador at Wildlife Images. So the crime lab at times needs live specimens. They maybe need a sample of fur or whatever to compare to another specimen. And so we can exchange that too. Non-invasive research, you know, to DNA research and isotope research and things that we've already been doing at Wildlife Images will dovetail in beautifully with the lab.
Right, so many benefits. And when will this partnership start up? Is it now or?
It's starting now, and now the planning can begin on how the partnership is going to blossom, what it's all going to represent for everybody.
And really quickly, if somebody wants to visit your facility, what can they expect to see?
They're going to see North American wild animals, everything from little tiny guys to wolves and grizzly bears and all that. And it's about an hour-and-a-half tour through the facility. And we have camps for the kids too, Camp EEK.
Okay, and if you have any questions out there, where can viewers go for more information?
They can go to the Wildlife Images website. It's wildlifeimages.org, and they can, of course, call us at 541-476-0222.
Okay, perfect. Well, Dave, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Really cool to hear about all the happenings going on at Wildlife Images and, of course, this partnership with Lab Down in Ashland. Thank you again.
You're very welcome.
We'll be right back.